And welcome inside Wayne State Fieldhouse, where this afternoon the Crews will welcome in the Maine Celtics for an afternoon of G League basketball right here on the Prep. My name is Chad Bush alongside Sam Stick Day, and we're getting ready for G League basketball. This is an exciting opportunity for two teams that have already met this year, Stick, in Las Vegas. They played. It was a quarterfinal win for the Crews. Different set of characters this time around.
Yeah, and you see that a lot in the G League, but back to that game in Vegas, I mean, something snapped in the Crews. They went out to a massive lead on them. I believe at one point they were on like a 41-17 run, and a big part of that was they had multiple players scoring over 20 points. So we're going to see tonight if the Crews can get more people going like that. And check Diallo, you can't forget about him. Not only did he have 20 points, he had 15 rebounds to go with it. So we're going to see if Maine can find something to check the big man for the Crews today.
One of the guys that was not in that contest for Maine is Denzel Valentine. The local guy out of Lansing, Michigan, will be in uniform tonight, and he will be in uniform for the Celtics. He's done good work already in just 2 games.
Yeah, in just 2 games, I mean, I think he's averaging 20 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 assists. So he's filling up the stat sheet. He's doing what he needs to do. And, you know, it's interesting to see that he is in the G League right now because we all know he's an NBA caliber type player. Number 14 overall pick to the Chicago Bulls. Then he went to the Cavaliers, then he went with the Jazz. Now here he is with the Maine Celtics, and he's doing a good job.
He came off the bench the other night in the 138-126 win over Fort Wayne to put up 23 points, 17 rebounds, and 8 assists. I mean, these are numbers that you expect from a guy like Denzel Valentine, but not as many guys can adapt up and down. He's come to play, and this is what the G League's all about.
Well, I think he's comfortable back wearing green again. I mean, when he was wearing green with Michigan State Spartans, that's when he was at his prime. And now that he's put on the green again, I think he's feeling that love again because he is filling it up all over the stat sheet, and he's really been a great addition to this Maine team.
Valentine back in the state of Michigan. Meanwhile, Saban Lee is back in the lineup for the Crews. All he's doing is averaging 31 points a game. And with Walton out tonight, this is a good guy to have back in your lineup.
Yeah, when Saban Lee has the ball in his hands, expect him to be looking to score. And not only score, but score in a lot of different ways. I mean, we know he can shoot the 3, but we see him slashing. We see him getting to the lane, creating for his other teammates as well. Using that little body, but creating big contact down low. And he's strong enough to keep his balance and get it off the backboard. So, to me, Saban Lee is a big guy to watch this game. And we saw him warming up earlier, Chad. He was working on a bank 3-point shot. So if you see Saban Lee,
and also distributes to 5.5 assists per game. Saban Lee in the starting lineup at the point guard spot. Derek Walton out. Jamarco Pickett also is out of this game. No Luka Garza. This is what the G League's all about, and we are excited to bring it to you this afternoon from Midtown Detroit. Stick, we got an exciting one. These two teams are coming at you next. We'll talk to the head coach, DJ Baker, and get his thoughts on this game and his team. Coming up from Wayne State Fieldhouse right after this.
Car trouble?
Yep. Hey, aren't you the founder and president of the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
We drove all the way to Africa to tell you about Charity Motors.
You drove to Africa? When someone donates their car to Charity Motors, the proceeds will go to any charity they choose. Like the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
If you have a car to donate and you're driven to make a difference, please call Charity Motors now.
Yep.
Welcome inside Wayne State Fieldhouse. It's time to sit down with the head coach, DJ Baker, as we get set for the Crews and the Maine Celtics today. Look, you played very well at home, winners of 6 of your last 7 in this building. Team feels very comfortable in this building in its first year.
Yeah, no, it feels great to be in here. Obviously, great facilities, great setup for our guys, and get to shoot on our hoops and stuff like that. So, yeah, we love playing here anytime that we're at home.
Always an adjustment every game. You got players out with injury. You've got players that have been called up. All good things, but you're adjusting today, and Saban Lee is with the Crews. He'll get one of the starts.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, between COVID, between injuries, call-ups, it's never changing this year, and that's for all teams, so we really preach adaptability with our guys, and their approach on a day-to-day basis, whether they're in the rotation or not in the rotation, their work ethic, their development, and their approach to their daily improvement is of the utmost importance, and they've really bought into that. So, and then to have Saban back is great. Obviously, he's I think this is maybe his 9th game with us or so this season, and I like when he comes down here and plays with us, that's for sure.
31 points a game for Saban Lee. He gets some help with the big boy, Czech Diallo, who plays so big. Folks may not realize he's 6'9", but Czech Diallo leading you with 17 points, 12 rebounds. He just seems to get lost sometimes. He does a lot for you and is a big part of this club.
Yeah, he's a huge part of our team. You know, he has really good length, and he protects the rim on the defensive end. You know, teams run so many pick and rolls, and he does a great job of sitting back there and protect layups at the rim and force a lot of misses, and he's a great rebounder. So he's kind of like our garbage man on the defensive side of the ball, and then offensively he's such a good screener. He's obviously a really good roller and finisher around the rim, so he's a luxury to have on both sides of the floor.
This is a Maine team that you played earlier this year in the Vegas Showcase. You got to win in the quarterfinals to advance to the semis against them. It's a little bit of a different-looking team, but we know they like to fire the three up. That hasn't changed. Yeah, no,
they're a really elite offensive team. You know, they shoot a ton of threes and they make a ton of threes as well. So our three-point defense was a major point of emphasis in our practice and in our shoot around, and you know, we're gonna have to do a great job with that. And then, you know, long shots, long rebounds. So when they miss, all 5 got a rebound. So it's gonna be they're a really talented offensive team with. They could 1 through 5 can shoot. Their bigs can shoot. Their guards can shoot. So we're gonna have our work cut out for us.
We appreciate your time as always. Best of luck tonight against the Celtics.
Yep. Thank you very much.
All right, there he is, DJ Baker, getting his club ready to take on Maine, a team they beat already this year. We'll have the starting lineups and the tip right after this from Midtown Detroit.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA. And the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team. Plus, one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
We're here to donate our cars to Charity Motors, right, girls?
Yep.
And we're gonna get the full fair market value for our cars right now. You with me?
Yep. And they'll even take this junker. Yep.
And we get to choose which charity the proceeds go to, right?
Yep.
And our car goes to someone in need, right, girls?
Yep. I'd like mine to go to Mr. Buckles here. Charity Motors. Yep.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games, get interactive stats, and customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
And welcome to Midtown Detroit. Chad Bush alongside Sam Stick Day. The Preps coverage of the Motor City Cruise against the Maine Celtics. We're glad to bring you basketball on this Sunday afternoon. The Cruise come in 7-3 in this new regular season, second best in the Eastern Conference. The Celtics come in 5-4, and they are sixth best in the Eastern Conference. Stick, you look at these two teams, they already matched up once this year. as this G League does, it evolves, it changes. We're going to see some new cast of characters for both teams here this afternoon. We expect exciting basketball either way.
Yeah, definitely a fun, exciting game. You know, for the Motor City Cruise, they want to keep their momentum going that they've had so far in 2022. And if you're the Maine Celtics, you know, you kind of want to pick it up. 500's not exactly where you want to be. They have the talent to compete with pretty much anybody in the G League. They just got to put it all together.
The Celtics come in winners of 3 of their last 4. Meanwhile, the Cruise have won 6 of their last 7 at home. You recall they struggled at the beginning of the year to win here at home, but after going 3-3 to start their showcase season, the Cruise prevailed to a 9-5 record, including a win against Maine in the Vegas showcase. So you look at the roster and you look at what the Cruise have to work with today. Walton out, Saban Lee in, that's who's running the show. Garza out, Pickett out. Your thoughts on this shuffled roster?
Well, Saban Lee's got to be the man, and usually when he steps his foot on the court, he is the man. You know, he's putting up 31 points a game, so he's the guy that you got to look out for if you're the Cruise, and it's going to be a fun game to watch.
We'll have it for you coming up right after this.
Store.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
Welcome inside Wayne State Fieldhouse, where this afternoon the Motor City Cruise, winners of 6 of 7 here in their new Midtown Digs, will welcome in from Portland, Maine, the Maine Celtics, as they come in 6-5 on the year. My name is Chad Bush alongside Sam Stick Day. As we get set for this matchup, let's get right to the starters for today's ball game. And let's look first at the Maine Celtics. The Celtics will roll it out like this. DeAndre Burton out of Iowa State, 6'5", 240-pound guard, will lead things for the Celtics. Jayshawn Page, who went off in the game the last time these two teams met in Vegas. All he did was score 39 points, knock down 14 shots. He gets the shooting guard nod. Broderick Thomas had a guard spot out of Truman State, a two-way player. Denzel Valentine, back to the state of Michigan, the former AP College Player of the Year at Michigan State, and the former number 14 overall pick of the Bulls in the starting lineup. John Bohannon in the middle out of UTEP, and that's the starting 5 for the Maine Celtics. You look at the Motor City Cruise, the home club here this afternoon, and they'll start with Saban Lee at the point guard spot. Saban putting up 31.5 points per game. He's been up with the big club several times this year. Cassius Stanley, who owns the vertical leap record at Duke, 46 inches, is at the shooting guard spot this afternoon. Trayvon Palmer out of Chicago State at the small forward. Chris Smith out of UCLA, who's just coming into his own physically. DJ Baker expecting big things for the two-way player Chris Smith. And in the middle, Cheick Diallo. Cheick has been big for this club. And Cheick Diallo, the former Kansas star, double-double, 17 points and 12 rebounds per game. DJ Baker is the head coach for the Motor City Cruise. And they are getting ready. DJ in his first year, performance specialist. And he's had this club, Sam Stick Day, in good shape. And they come into this one, look, in solid position, second best in the East at 7-3.
Yeah, they really have had a nice start of this year. The only thing that you can really knock them on is their three-point shooting percentage. They had a couple games, I believe it was against Lakeland, you know, they had a decent free throw or three-point shooting percentage, but outside of that, they've only been in like the 24%. So if you're the Cruise, making threes is a huge part of this game and grabbing those rebounds. If you're the Celtics, there's one man that you got to keep an eye on today, and that is Saban Lee.
All right, we are underway. Chad Bush and Sam Stick Day with you as the Celtics come across the timeline. Formerly the Maine Red Claws. They changed in the offseason to, they're full on the Celtics of Maine. They've been a part of the Celtics organization since 2009. Here's Valentine to trigger. Kick out. 3-ball. Page, that's no good. He had a big game the first time these two teams met in Vegas. A game that the Crews won 116-103. Here come the Motor City Crews.
It's going to be interesting to see what DJ Baker wants to do in their first offensive set, and it's shoot up threes.
Cassius no good. Check Diallo with a rebound. Saban on the baseline is fouled. And that will be the first on the Celtics. Celtics are coming off a win back on Thursday. They knocked off the Fort Wayne Mad Ants 138-126. As we get a look at the foul on Burton. However, some of the Maine players are no longer with the club. They got promoted by the Celtics of Boston. Kick out, Smith for three, in and out, no. And the big boy rebound corralled by Bohannon. Here come the Celtics.
Well, we talked about the Motor City Crews making threes so far 0 from 2 early in this game, but 2 decent looking shots.
Jump shot, no. Offensive reset by Bohannon, and now the third opportunity. Chris Clemens, the former Camel of Campbell, gets this to Denzel Valentine. 3 left wing is down, and the first points come from the Michigander, Mr. Valentine.
And you can tell he's got some friends and families in the stands today because he just looked right to the crowd and goes, boom! So he's feeling himself today.
We welcome those viewers on NBA TV who have just joined us here on the prep. Clemens across the timeline. The Maine Celtics lead it 5-0 now as the lay-in by number 5. That's Jason Page out of West Virginia. And it's 5-0 Celtics over the Crews, who've won 6 of 7 here in Midtown Detroit. Saban lead to the hole, no. And here comes Bohannon and the Celtics.
Celtics are eager to push, and they'll take this open shot if it's there.
Chris Clemens, the former Camel from Campbell, with a triple try that's no good. Led the NCAA in scoring his senior year. Saban Lee will try to scratch the surface for the Crews, yet to score. Left wing, Palmer for 3. You
know, it's interesting. Each time down the floor, they're starting out their possession with a pick and roll with Saban Lee and Check Diallo, but it's wound up in a bunch of three-point shots with neither of them shooting.
Right. Handoff near side to Page. Alley-oop is broken up by Diallo.
Great defense. Good read on that.
Saban Lee, 31.5 points per game. Down the avenue, Check Diallo. Reverse, no good.
And to me, that's the guy that's got to get going for the Crews. I know we talk about Saban Lee, but he needs his Batman to his Robin.
No doubt. In the paint, laying good. And it's a touchdown lead on Championship Saturday. The Celtics with a 7-0 lead over the Crews. Of course, NFL action is going on. Lee, right elbow jump shot short. And the Maine Celtics look to have a little pep in their step early in Detroit here on a Sunday afternoon. Denzel Valentine, floater.
2 great defensive plays by Check Diallo, and they're going to leave the lane open for him.
Check fouled as he picked it off, tried to get in the end zone.
Ooh, he had big eyes going for that dunk. That was about to be a rim shaker.
The defense has been big for the Crews this year, and they have limited opponents. With that field goal percentage, they've limited the Magic back to just 100 points. You keep teams within 100 points or less. They did it on back-to-back games on the 20th and 22nd against the Gold and the Magic. Crews have lost 2 straight games, but they are 7-3 and second best in the Eastern Conference. 1 free throw for 2 points, and Diallo misses it. And the Crews are scoreless. This is their longest scoreless streak to start a game this year. Valentine dead spot left for 3. Bullseye. 10-0 Celtics, 8:24 left, and the Crews yet to rev up.
Valentine with a quick 6 points, and once again, he's talking to somebody. He's letting them know he's in the building today.
23 points, 17 rebounds, 8 assists on Thursday for Denzel Valentine, the former number 14 overall pick. He'll try again from downtown, and that is another banger. DJ Baker wants timeout in Detroit. 13-0 Celtics. They missed the extra point.
Ooh, my goodness. Valentine has come out. He must have gotten some home cooking. We see his parents here in the stands, and he must have gotten some home cooking last night because he's feeling good. I mean, this stroke is pure, nothing but the bottom of the net. Even with Check Diallo, the tall guy coming out there to try to check you, he just got that up and over him. At 6'4", Valentine's got nice long arms. He's able to get that extension over, and look at him right there, telling somebody something. He's letting them know.
Hey, I'm from this state. This is my town. We're back in a moment. This is The Prep.
More NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games. Get interactive stats. And customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
Car trouble?
Yep. Hey, aren't you the founder and president of the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
We drove all the way to Africa to tell you about Charity Motors.
You drove to Africa? When someone donates their car to Charity Motors, the proceeds will go to any charity they choose.
Like the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
If you have a car to donate and you're driven to make a difference, please call Charity Motors now.
Yep.
Welcome back. 13-0 Celtics over the Crews. And a whole 5 new players for DJ Baker and the Motor City Crews. This is Chandre Jones off to Balkman. The former Volunteer misses it. Jalen Johnson stick back, no. Fouled by Bohannon. And another Michigander, an Ypsilanti native, Jalen Johnson, will go line right and try to get the Crews on the board.
Yeah, in the last game I called when they were playing Lakeland, Jalen Johnson had a monster game, using that big body, getting into the lane, just kind of what he's doing there. They weren't drawing many plays for him, but he's in the right position, getting that big body in the way, and you see those broad shoulders. Tough to get him out.
Yes, sir. Misses the free throw, but Tark's hustle and Balkman's hustle back to Servetus. Splash City from the dead spot left from the left-handed Lithuanian, and the Crews have cut it to 10.
And that's what DJ Baker was looking for by substituting all 5 guys. Somebody just get us on the board. And
Servetus puts up 16 points a game.
He'll get you on the board.
Didi will. There's an alley-oop that goes errant. Now Tark out of Coppin State the other way for the Crews. Backing down Valentine. Jones will flip it around to Balkman. Trying to post up double J's. Jones down the boulevard, and the teardrop hits. Crews with a 5-0 run and have stopped the bleeding for the moment.
But 2 much better offensive sets out of the Crews, too. Going high-low with Johnson. Working out great for him. And here, great defense. Get on the floor.
Ball loose, pesky, grimy Motor City D. And it creates a Motor City turnover. I believe they'll get it back, or a foul's call. What do we
jump
have?
ball. Good old-fashioned jump ball.
Good old-fashioned jump ball.
But I love it. Get on the floor. If you see that ball and you're trying to bend over and pick it up, you're losing that battle. You got to get on the ground.
I'm with you. The Maine Celtics started 9-1 in the showcase season. Dominating fashion. They would finish 10-2 before going to Vegas and losing twice, including one of those losses to this Crews team, 116-103 in the quarters. Ball loose again, and the shot clock violation. This Crews team, the line shift, DJ Baker, pulling some magic out of a hat.
Well, they've been on a 5-0 run since they came into the game, and now forcing a shot clock violation. So the defense is there. On offense, they're starting to look good. This may have been your starting 5. You know, sometimes it works out like that, Chad.
No doubt. So Crews basketball trailing 13-5. The Detroit Pistons, of course, the affiliate of the Motor City Crews, just down the street. They will play at 6 o'clock. They will take on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Johnson on the right elbow, banging against Valentine. Back out to Servetus for three. Splash City. 8-0 run, and this thing's back to a 5-point game with 6:05 left in the first quarter.
But once again, the Crews using that inside-out offense, getting down low with Johnson and him able to find the open shooter. That's the way you need to play basketball right now.
Valentine floater, no good off the heel. Servetus with a rebound. He has 6 of the 8 Crews points. Jones. Back out to Servetus. Stay hot, kid. No. And we get a timeout across the way from Jarrell Christian in his first year, the head coach for the Maine Celtics. We'll take it with him. 13-8, the Crews on an 8-0 run, 5:35 to go. We're back to Detroit in a moment.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty. My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
Well, the Crews have found their way back in this game by the name of the three. And my partner suggested in the keys, got to get back on the good side of things from the long line. Crews have done that. They've got a couple triples. And this bench has really sparked play for the Crews.
Yeah, and like I was saying earlier, and they've done it by doing it inside to outside, working down in the paint, and then finding those three-point shooters.
Page left wing for a long lighter, no good. This is a Maine Celtic team that relies on the three-pointer like nobody else. They took 46 three-pointers back on Thursday night in Fort Wayne and hit 18 of them. That's 39%. Jalen Johnson for three. And that is another one that quenches the third of the game for the Crews in 5 tries.
And if you haven't watched Jalen Johnson play basketball, when he gets going, he gets into it too emotionally. He'll keep the arm up, he'll talk a little bit. He has a lot of fun playing this game, so really watch for him if he gets going.
Crews trying to add to their 11-0 run. Down just 2. Johnson from the mid-post. Kick out, Balkman for 3. That runs off.
Shot looked a little flat out of Balkman's hand there. But that's the same spot Saban Lee was working on those bank shot three-pointers early before the game. I'm interested to see if he puts one up in game play.
A little Tim Duncan inspiration.
From 3.
Chris Clemens somehow gets a shot off and buries it from the left elbow, and it stops that 11-0 Crews run. Celtics back up by 4.
Got a quick twitch on him, doesn't he?
Sure does. Jones is fouled. It's an undersized backcourt for Maine, but a productive one. Jayshawn Page and Chris Clemens as we get a look here at the foul.
That's Page's second, I believe, so he'll be checking onto the bench.
Eric Demers will check in. Demers out of Gordon, 8 points and 2 rebounds. Scoreless on Thursday night, but a few players are gone from Thursday night. The last time Maine played, they've elevated Bruno Fernando, the former Maryland product. He had 22 and 10 in that game. Celtics called him up. Sam Hauser out of Virginia/Marquette, also productive. He knocked home 29 points in the game. He was elevated to the big club. And they lost Juwan Morgan to injury. So 3 of the 5 in that productive 138 to 126 win from Thursday are gone. Meanwhile, the Crews have cut it to 2 as we get a foul on the baseline. Let's take another look at that bucket for the Motor City Crews last time down the court.
Yeah, here you go with the Maine driving the lane, baseline, looking to pitch it out. A little bit of a foul there, a little bit of a bump. Servetus gets him.
Meanwhile, Valentine back to his old tricks. He gets a bucket. His numbers are gaudy. He has 11 points with just under 4 minutes left in the first. Jones to the bucket. And he threw it away out of bounds.
A good idea to drop that off because you weren't going to take it up against 3 defenders, but he just kind of threw it out of bounds, not to his man. It was a nice cut by Valentine. Easy lay-in.
Good find by Dang Adele, who's checked in. Off a screen, Denzel back out to Clemens. Rainbow 3 is drenched, and the Celtics back up a touchdown in Detroit.
And with Clemens, you feel like that short little jumper that he hit earlier got him going, and now the rim just looks huge to him from the three-point land.
4 of 7 now, as Saban Lee sinks one and the foul. And the Crews have cut it to 5, and Saban Lee gets into the scoring count.
Yeah, and almost all the way through the first quarter for Saban Lee to only have 2 points, and the Crews still be kind of hanging around. They got to feel at least decent about themselves right now.
First points by any starter. The free throws continue to be something not to talk about.
0 of 3.
0 of 3 in the game, that's right. Celtics yet to go to the free throw line. Corner 3, no good by Demers. Servetus down the boulevard. Dump pass down to Tark. Lay-in good for the Coppin State kid. And the Crews have cut it to 3 with 3 to go.
You know, on that last possession, I was going to say, now's the time to run it through, go to your low to high offense. But no, they left Servetus open. He was able to find the open man in the paint for the nice, easy lay-in.
Yes, sir. Valentine with a mid-post alley-oop. It's down and dirty in the D.
Ooh, that's the guy I was telling you about before the game, Chad. Remember I said, I don't know who that is with the headband on right now because they were wearing their warm-ups, but this guy can absolutely jump out of the gym, and you see it right here. My goodness, Kenny Wooten. Look at him fly.
Something there. Wooten, a guy that will go to the free throw line.
He's got hops, man.
Sure does. The Maine Celtics 5 and 4. They were the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference coming into the Vegas showcase. They dropped 2 games out there, though. But they remain a strong road team, 7 and 3 combined on the road this year. Doesn't include their 2 neutral games. Cassius Stanley starts, stops, attacks, and a rims off. Denzel with the rebound. 3-on-2 developing.
This is not the one-on-one matchup you want if you're the Crews. Maine's looking to clear out right now.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Valentine open. That's dangerous living. And the ball's out of bounds back to the Crews, despite it being off of Saban Lee's hand.
I think they were saying Wooten may have gotten a piece of that and hit it out of his hand. But, yeah, I'm with you. That looked like it was right off Saban Lee.
Yep. Official right on it. Got it right either way. Saban around a screen with a scoop that's rejected. Clemens can't keep it alive.
Who got that block? Was it Wooten again? I know he was in the vicinity. But man, he's got long arms. The guy can jump. Here he is right here, number 6. Yeah, pure block by Wooten.
He was out for health and safety protocols for a bit of a stretch, but back with him today in the big addition, working against Jalen Johnson. Jones with a shot up and fouled as Demers tries to stay.
And for everybody watching that's new to the G League, the free throw shooting is a little bit different here. If you get fouled shooting a 2-point shot, you still only shoot 1 free throw, but it's worth 2 points. And if you get fouled while you're shooting a 3-point shot, you still only get 1 free throw, but it's worth 3 points. So if you notice him only shooting 1 and being done, don't be confused. I know it happens to a lot of people like, wait a minute. But, yeah, that's the rules here in the G League, and they do it to speed the game up. How do you feel about that rule so far, Chad?
I like it. I do. I think it does keep the pace going. Jones hits the free throw. He's now 17 of 21 on the year.
It really puts the pressure on you to make your free throws, too. It teaches you to be disciplined at that line.
It does. Crews have been solid at the free throw stripe, 74% on the year. 23-19. Celtics have led the entire way. They were up 13-0 in this game before the Crews came rallying back to score 11 straight.
Yeah, Wooten saying he didn't push off there, but once you extend that arm and the official sees it, that's the problem right there, the extension of the arm.
Yep. Ooh! Shot up, no. Chandre Jones, hustle in the corner. And what do we have here? Celtics will keep it.
That was Wooten once again jumping out of the building to get this block. Watch this. Ooh, my goodness. And he hits the backboard on the way down.
Kid's got some ups.
Definitely.
Call-ups this year. 6 of them for the Maine Celtics. Theo Pinson, Luke Cornett, Jawan Morgan, who's out with an injury here tonight. Chris Clemens, who got called up by Atlanta. Jay Sean Page and Ryan Arcidiacono. All right, back to the action. Valentine lost it off his thigh, or was it touched? Yes, it was touched last by a member of the Crews.
Keeping it with Maine. In this first quarter, both these teams have just been kind of feeling each other out. I mean, if you're the Crews crawling back in from being down 13-0, you like the way they're playing right now.
Yeah, you do. The Celtics came in hot. They've put up 136 points a game their last 3. And they didn't exactly slow down to start this one with 13 quick points to take a 13-0 lead. Right now it's a little bit tighter, just a 4-point spread. Denzel Valentine. Back to Clemens, the former Camel. Cans one from 16 feet. And with 60 seconds left, the lead extended to 6.
And that was just beautiful offense. Once he got his defender on his hip, he kept him there, kept him trailing, and was able to get the open jump shot. Using that leverage.
Clemens now with 7 in the game. There's a steal. Clemens looking for points number 8 and 9, and he has them. And the Celtics up by 8 now as Johnson loses it. 2-on-1. Valentine's pass kicked by Saban. And the former Commodore saying, hey, I can do some things on the pitch too, mate.
You heard that thud up here. He booted that basketball. But a little helter-skelter here for the Crews, just trying to tip it to get it to your player. And the Celtics with a quick, easy steal.
Clemens no good. Cassius with a board. Up the left wing, in front of his head coach, the former Duke product, with a gaudy 46-inch vertical. Working his way and swallowed by Wooten.
Oh, man.
5 on the timer. Saban down the boulevard. His shot short. And the Celtics want to run. They've got some juice. Adele for 3. That's short. And that'll end the first quarter. Woo! Celtics had a lead as big as 13 to start the game. Crews have revved it up, but they're still down 8 as the C's in the Motor City with the early lead.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo!
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
Oh, you think this is a game? Nah, this right here, this is the NBA G League. The world's most game-recognized game league. The most groundbreaking league. Most get-that-weak stuff out league. The most graduated league. Welcome to the world's most G League.
We're here to donate our cars to Charity Motors, right girls?
Yep.
And we're gonna get the full fair market value for our cars right now. You with me?
Yep. And they'll even take this junker. Yep.
And we get to choose which charity the proceeds go to, right?
Yep.
And our car goes to someone in need, right girls?
Yep. I'd like mine to go to Mr. Buckles here. Charity Motors. Yep.
Well, the difference in the game has been Denzel Valentine. He's come in here now with 11 points in the first quarter. Sticky's been the story. He's done other things, rebound, assist. He feels cozy at home.
Yeah, like we said, he must be eating some home cooking while he's back in his great state of Michigan. His parents are here, and he's feeling good about himself.
Jack Diallo with the basketball. Crews down by 8. They've trailed by as many as 13. That's what they trailed to start the game. The Celtics came out on fire. An offense that's pumped in 136 points a game their last 3. And they've done it with several different faces here today and without some of their stars.
That's one thing about Maine is they can score the basketball, so you got to keep an eye on them anytime they have it in their hands on the offensive end.
Stanley in the lane, no check. Diallo stick back, yes, with a left hand. And the native of Caius Mali gets the Crews back within 6.
And that's the guy who dominated Maine when they played in Las Vegas. He had over 20 points and 15 rebounds. So he's the big man on the court. He's got to beat the big man.
Shot off, no. Check with a rebound, starts the break. Sabin, stutter step, Euro step kick. Stanley for 3. Splash City. Lead cut in half just like that. Number 3 triples. And the Celtics just with a 3-point lead.
And that's what you got to love about Sabin Lee's game. Not only is he a scorer, he's a facilitator.
Down to Wooten, who lays it in. Nice creation there.
He like glides through the air, man. I'm so impressed with his jumping ability.
Wooten now with 5 points. Lee under the bucket, somehow reverses it. Finds a way to score. Sabin now. 4 points in the game.
Filthy move by Sabin Lee. Gotta get creative amongst the trees when you're down there.
Especially at 6'2". There's a foul called right in front of first-year head coach Jarrell Christian. He was named the 7th head coach in Maine Celtics history.
Chris Smith returns for the Motor City Crews.
Crews looking to go a little bit bigger with their lineup right now, bringing in Chris Smith.
6'10" out of UCLA, and he will get tested right away. Step back 16-foot banker is no good. That's off the hand of Burton. And here comes Sabin. Smith lost it. Diallo deals it and finishes it through. And the Crews are as close as they've been since the start. They're within 1 stick.
And Check Diallo starting to assert himself, and a nice steal by Sabin Lee.
Lee, a steal, a Euro step, and a finish, and a rebound to go with it. And the Crews have a lead of 1.
First lead of the game.
Sabin Lee was popped in the mouth. Play moves on. Adele shot off the mark. Wooten with an offensive rebound. Demers 3, no. And a Palmer rebound, and the Crews +1 on the move.
This is that pick and roll action with Lee and Diallo. Oh, they called an offensive foul on that.
They're going to get Check. That'll be his first.
I thought he got shoved, not the other way around. But that's really what got the Crews back on track, is going to that inside. Here's Lee taking a shot to the face, an inadvertent elbow. It didn't look like that was on purpose. But really on that offensive set, the pick and roll with Saban Lee and Check Diallo is a valuable weapon for the Crews. So I anticipate them going back to that almost every possession at least.
Yep. There's a whistle and a foul in the backcourt. And DJ Baker saying, hey, that's my guy. Got to protect him. Meanwhile, Adele will go to the bench for the Celtics.
Saban saying, you know what, I thought elbows were legal.
In football.
You didn't call the guy who hit me.
Football, a sport that his father played. Amp Lee, the former Florida State Seminole.
What an amazing player he was, too, at Florida State.
Yeah, played professionally as well. And some of those great Bobby Bowden teams of the 90s. There's a lay-in, no, but a foul late. And going to the stripe is Deontay Burton. And this will be the first free throws of the ball game for the Celtics.
Yeah, it looked like the ref was waiting to find out if that ball went in the hoop or not. That's one of those, all right, he did bump him a little bit down low, but if he makes the shot, I'm going to let it slide. Oh, he missed? That's a foul.
Yep. Gets the free throw, and the former Cyclone, who had 7 points back on Tuesday against Fort Wayne, and then 16 on Thursday to go with 8 rebounds as we get a foul back the other way. Celtics regain the lead by 1, 31-30.
Interesting that the Celtics are doing a full court press, trying to press Lee all the way up the court, just making him work. You know, that's what you got to do with a prolific scorer like him. Make him work every inch of the floor.
Yep. John Bohannon back in. Wooten gets a well-deserved rest. Check back to Cassius, and we got a travel for the third-year pro, Cassius Stanley, who participated in the slam dunk competition.
And you got a 46-inch vertical. I hope so.
The NBA slam dunk competition a year ago. Yeah, it's something to have it. And the ability to do the other things. He's putting it all together in his third year. He's had some time with the Pistons.
I got that Bill Laimbeer 4.6-inch vertical.
It counts. Shot up, no good. Free throws coming for Deontay Burton again. Yes, they are. His big game came against Delaware. He put up 26 back on the 13th of January as we get a replay of the foul.
Yeah, it was definitely a foul of him going hard to the hoop, and he's created his own shot these last couple possessions.
He has. The start for the Celtics in the first part of the showcase season was impressive. They went 10-2, number 2 seed overall in the Showcase Cup. Crews, of course, were the number 7 seed. And they really rallied as the season went on. 3-3 start, but then won 6 of 8 to finish the showcase season and get to the semifinals before losing by 2. That's just a trigger.
I like what the Crews are doing here, though. They're working, like we were talking about earlier, low to high, and there you go.
Saban the check and a two-handed flush in. Crews have cut it to 1.
So they've been trying to get that pick and roll going on that. They just posted up Saban and then Check with a nice cut for a big man.
It's been a minute since those two have worked together. Of course, Saban's been with the Pistons. Rejection by Check, and Cassius wants to run the break. 5 on 3.
Reward the big man.
To Check. Power. Layup is stripped.
They had the alley-oop. Check was calling for it down the court. I thought they were going to reward him for that block on the other end.
I thought so, too.
He was sprinting hard, baby.
He certainly earned the right with a sprint. Heel was on the line. So Burton turns it over.
It's easy to tell when you got those bright pink shoes on the blue.
That's right. Asante just has checked in. Meanwhile, Stanley lost it, regained, scores it in a foul.
That was a strong take. That is big boy basketball right there. I mean, he went up against 3 guys, got it blocked twice, but ended up getting the rebound and able to put it back in. Look at this. Huge block there. I'm surprised he held on to it. And then once again, got it back, and right there, bumping the defender. That's what you want to do against the shot blocker. Eliminate space, and then you got to make your free throw.
Or have a teammate that has your back like Palmer. And how about the trip? A 4-point trip for the Crews. They got their largest lead of 3.
Yeah, that was huge. I mean, the Crews have not been able to hit their free throws today, so to get the rebound and get it back up and then to go up 3, massive for the Motor City Crews.
This season, the Motor City Crews partnered with Young Village to highlight.
We're here to donate our cars to Charity Motors, right, girls?
Yep.
And we're gonna get the full fair market value for our cars right now. You with me?
Yep. And they'll even take this junker. Yep.
And we get to choose which charity the proceeds go to, right?
Yep.
And our car goes to someone in need, right, girls?
Yep. I'd like mine to go to Mr. Buckles here. Charity Motors. Yep.
Oh, you think this is a game? Nah, this right here, this is the NBA G League. The world's most game-recognized game league. The most groundbreaking league. Most get-that-weak-stuff-out league. The most graduated league. Welcome to the world's most G League.
Motor City Crews, in totality, 16-8. You take all the games they've played. They finished the Winter Showcase season 9-5, semifinalist in Las Vegas after they knocked off this Maine team in the quarters. And what's going on this year? Well, this regular new season, they're second best in the Eastern Conference at 7-3. League ranks in the top 6 in points, 11th in rebounds and assists and opponents' points per game. So pretty good so far. In a first-year franchise stick, this has been a really good win so far for the Motor City Crews and all their folks involved.
Yeah, not only that, it's been a win for the Pistons organization, too, because having these two facilities about a mile away from each other and Troy Weaver being able to come down, scout, you know, he has a great relationship, obviously, with DJ Baker, and really just the close proximity that they have to the actual team. We've seen like 5 or 6 guys already get called up this year.
That's right. Down low, Chris Smith blew the bunny. Bohannon with a rebound. And here come the Baby Beans, right to left. Clemens dead spot left for 3. Trifecta, third of the day for Maine. And they've tied it at 36 with 7 minutes to go till the break.
He's got such a high arcing rainbow shot. It's fun to watch.
12 points to lead the Maine Celtics. There's a shot that jumps over the backboard here at beautiful Wayne State University Fieldhouse. First year home, of course. The place that they play at in Maine, in Portland, Maine, is the opposite. It's the oldest building, the Portland Expo. Beautiful parquet floor where Crustacean Nation comes out to enjoy their home team. Portland, Maine, beautiful part of this fine world.
Did you just say Crustacean Nation?
It is. That's what they call themselves.
The best thing I've ever heard.
Well, thank you. I stole it, too. Hey, Valentine around his screen. 3 ball up, no good. And Palmer moving it left to right for the boys in blue. And finally a foul called. It's going to go on Page. Yeah, Crustacean Nation back in Portland, Maine. You've been to Portland, Maine. You like it, don't you?
Oh, anything in Maine is absolutely beautiful. I had a cousin that lived out there. He lived in Hawaii, then he moved to Maine. And he loved both of them, but Maine is absolutely scenic, beautiful. The food's good. A little bit cold, but we're used to that. We're from Michigan. That didn't really scare me too much.
Sure. What was, obvious question. They're known for their seafood. And,
seafood. Duck fat fries is what I had out there, too.
Okay.
Fries cooked in duck fat.
Okay.
Maine knows what they're doing, man.
I can get down with that.
I did, and it was delicious.
The fact that there was competition between his favorite stop, Hawaii or Portland, Maine. I mean, there was competition there.
Yeah.
He had to think about it.
You know, he's a Michigan boy at heart, so, you know, we love the water, we love the snow, we love the scenery, and Maine's got it all.
Game recognizes game. Shot is short. 4-on-3 developing. Diallo back to Saban. The former Commodore backs it out. With his league leading 31.5 points per game. Dishes now to Diallo, gets it to Bankin, and the foul. Cruz up by 4. This is their largest lead.
That was an interesting post-up for Check Diallo. I mean, he's only got 8 points on the game, but he feels like he has more than that. Look, they're almost like half fronting him, but not really fronting him, giving him an easy turnaround. And he fights through the competition, is able to put it in and get the and one.
What a year for Check Diallo. A guy who's putting up almost 18 points a game, top rebounder as well at 11.5. All he does is shoot 72% from the floor.
That's great for a big man. And he's active. You know, he's out here setting picks. He's out here getting rebounds on the defensive end. We've already seen him with 2 blocks today. So he just stuffs a stat sheet. He's a really fun player to watch.
Leads the team in blocks as well. And we've got a whistle on the floor.
Well away from the ball and well away from the official. The official on the near side to us called that on the opposite side of the floor.
This is the final game of a 3-game road stint for the Maine Celtics. It was a 3-game stint that started in Fort Wayne and will end in Detroit. Everybody's fun ends in Detroit at some point, at least for a day.
It looks like that results, now that they're in the bonus, that's going to result in a shooting foul.
So Burton will go line left and shoot the 4th free throw of the day for the Maine Celtics. No, Chris Clemens will. Let's see if anybody else wants to step up and steal a free throw.
Look at where Clemens is shooting from.
He's a right-sided guy, and the free throw's no good. Someone say here in Detroit that the ball don't lie.
Yeah, that's Rasheed Wallace that would say that. But that's an interesting spot. Like, I don't think a lot of people realize the free throw line, you could shoot from anywhere behind that line in that little half circle. You see everybody kind of toe up right in the middle because, you know, obviously that's the way to do it. But you saw Collins right there all the way to the far right. You know, you've seen people take like a half a step back before, but that's a weird angle to take a free throw. But whatever works for you.
Yeah, he's the top free throw shooter on their team. He's missed just 4 times in 29 tries. That was one of them. Cassius with a steal. Cruz enjoying their largest lead of 5 with 5:30 to go in the first half. Smith with a show and go. Mid-post, rolling short. Check's got his back in a fresh 13. His stick back rolls home. On Sunday, it happens with an extra prayer. You get a roll like that.
Hey, and when you're playing hard, you deserve to get those rolls too.
No doubt. Check with 11 points. And that leads the Cruz right now. Here's Clemens in the paint. No place to live for a 5'9" guard. The corner is Clemens for 3. No. Bohannon with a big boy rebound and stick back. Can't finish the deal. And Chris Smith can't clean up. And the C's force him into a turnover.
Yeah, that's tough. You get the offensive rebound, you're tearing it down, but 2 defenders are right there just swatting at the ball. They're able to get a piece of it and knock it out of bounds right off Chris Smith. Yeah, right there. There it is, out of bounds. I like these officials aren't calling a touch foul, though. You know, let these guys play a little bit. They're big boys.
Ball out of bounds. Valentine, 4-3. Yes, another. Putting on a clinic in the mitten.
It was a great out-of-bounds play to get Valentine with that wide-open 3. And to me, that's really the sign of a great coach. Your out-of-bounds plays, your out-of-timeouts plays. Can you create scoring opportunities for your team?
Valentine, who's played in 256 NBA games, has 14 points to lead all scorers. Saban Lee can't get a call. The Celtics with a 3-on-1. Lay-in good. That's from Clemens, and that's Wooten again.
I think Saban Lee's still wondering what he has to do to get a foul. He got murdered on that. Led to a breakaway.
Cruz by 2 with 4 left until halftime. Chris Smith lost it. No call. Clemens will finish it. And we are tied at 43 with a pesky Celtic defense that forces DJ into a timeout.
When the Celtics have gone on streaks, it's been with the turnover and forcing those turnovers, so they get out fast.
Clemens with 14 points, but the defense has made a statement for the C's. We're back to Wayne State Fieldhouse in just a moment. This is Motor City Cruise basketball.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games. Get interactive stats. And customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
Car trouble?
Yep. Hey, aren't you the founder and president of the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
We drove all the way to Africa to tell you about Charity Motors.
You drove to Africa? When someone donates their car to Charity Motors, the proceeds will go to any charity they choose.
Like the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
If you have a car to donate and you're driven to make a difference, please call Charity Motors now.
Yep.
Well, we've seen a revved up battle between the Crews and the Celtics going at it. A Celtics team that jumped out to a 13-0 lead to start the game. The Crews have battled all the way back and taken a 5-point lead. We're now tied with just under 4 minutes to go. Chad Bush and Sam Stickday with you. Alex Westfall, your executive producer. We've got a great battle, something we expected between two of the best in the G.
Yeah, and you're seeing them do it in different ways. You're seeing Maine do it when they can get out on offense and get some easy buckets, and you're seeing the most success for the Crews come when they're working that down low to outside game and knocking down their three-pointers. So a little bit of different teams playing each other, but I like the matchup so far.
Yes, sir. The Pistons will play at 6 o'clock tonight just down the road at LCA. Servetus, meanwhile, rolls one up, gets it to go, and the foul. The left-handed Lithuanian back to his old tricks again. He'll find three any which way.
Yeah, and that guy can score in bunches, too. If he gets going, watch out. He'll put up 10 points in a blink of an eye. A nice take there, left-handed off the rim. It's always weird to guard an unorthodox lefty.
It sure is. The free throws continue to be a struggle. 2 of 7 are the Crews. The Celtics 3 of 3. The Celtics, big team. The Boston Celtics won last night on the road in New Orleans, 107-97. There's a shot that rolls off no good. There are 2 call-ups. Bruno Fernando out of Maryland and Sam Hauser out of Virginia both played a couple minutes last night. And the Celtics win. Shot down low, Bohannon, and he gets it to fall in. We're tied at 45 aside. 3 minutes left. Get a whistle and a travel turnover for the Crews. That is their 8th turnover this afternoon. The C's with 6.
Yeah, he tried the jump stop, but he didn't stop. He just kept going.
Don't stop. Valentine backs it out. Floater mid-post left is short. Check on the run. Servetus takes it himself to the hole and finishes. And give him 10.
And that's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but check the yellow. Tip that to himself instead of just pulling down the rebound, and that's what led to the break.
Crafty. Floater Valentine. The alley-oop down low is caught, and Wooten finishes. Give him 9. Back to a tie game at 47. Trayvon. And Diallo saves yet another possession for the boys in blue and red.
Great hustle, because that was going to be the Celtics rebound very easily, but Diallo was able to go up over his defender and knock it off of him. Great, great job.
Chuck Diallo out of Kansas in his 5th year. The Pistons and the Cavaliers will play tonight at LCA down the road. That's a 6 o'clock start. And the Motor City Crews will head out for a road trip after this. This is part of a 6 games in 10 days for this Crews team. Jones pushed off and got busted for it. And that'll be his first, the team's 5th.
Yeah, once again, he extended that arm, just trying to get a little bit of leverage, but whenever you can see that arm go straight, that's when the official's going to call it.
Yeah. The Celtics will head home to take on the Grand Rapids Gold, a team the Crews lost to their last time out, in this building at least. 2 games back. There's a missed shot. Diallo with a rebound. Tied at 47. Cassius on the run. No look down to Diallo with a 2-handed dip. The Crews back up by a deuce.
I love watching those two play together. You can just tell that they're getting a little more comfortable with each other. The sense of timing is going to be there, and that pick and roll with those two is going to be dangerous for the Crews.
Getting back in rhythm. Clemens off rhythm there. Crews have led by as many as 5. Celtics have led by as many as 13. Check Diallo for 3. No good. Stanley batted away. And this back and forth battle between these two teams playing for the second time. They'll play 2 more times out in Portland at the Expo Center. It's been fun so far.
Yeah, been a great game. Check Diallo on that last possession. Oh, if he would have sank that 3, we would have been talking all sorts of superlatives about his game today.
He has shown the ability to do that. We'll talk with Rob Murphy, the general manager and president of the Motor City Crews, as Servetus sticks one from the corner. Crews match their largest lead of 5 with 50 seconds left.
And this is what you want. You want to close out the half. You know, this is that little 4-point run that I always talk about. The next team that does that is going to be feeling real good about going into halftime.
Ball out of bounds, baseline left. DJ Baker, the head coach. His 4th year with the organization. First year as head coach for this first-year franchise. Overall, 16-10. 16-8 rather. On the run, Jones. Back out to Saban. He'll try a 3. And Bohannon lost it. Friendly fire with Clemens. And those two shake their head and say, man, let's get it right.
Yeah, as a coach, it's tough to knock that play, though, because you want both your players with all-out effort, and that's what it was. It just they could not get their hands on that slippery basketball. And I don't think he stepped out of bounds with the ball. I think he didn't establish himself back in bounds. But needless to say, it's the Crews basketball. 19 seconds left in the half. And this is kind of a big possession for them. You know, if they can go up, you get a 3-point shot, you go into the locker room up 8, that's a lot different than going up 5.
It is, and the way they've done it's impressive, of course.
Yep.
You start out 13-0 down. We saw this earlier this year at home against the Skyforce when they had a stinker to start at home, and DJ Baker knows how to tap into his sources. He threw 5 guys out there that were brand new, and it sparked him to an 11-0 run and got him back in this game.
Well, you wonder what kind of message that sends to your team, too. Like, listen, you were the 5 starters. You got us down 13-0 in about 2 minutes. We're bringing in 5 new guys because you guys couldn't get it done. And they responded to the challenge. Not only the backups coming in, but the starters, when they got back in the game, responded.
Yep, DJ Baker out of Crown Point, Indiana. One of the jewels of Northwest Indiana.
They like basketball in Indiana a little bit.
Yep. 4 on the shot clock, 8 on the timer. Cassius in the corner, 4-3. That's short. And with 4.3 seconds left, Maine will get it back.
I think they may add a half a second or so to that shot clock as well. Huh, maybe not.
Devers into the lineup.
Checking in some shooters
for Maine. Bohannon out, 3/4 court. Valentine to trigger. We know he's a good trigger man. Into Clemens with 3 seconds left. Pull up 16-footer at the buzzer, and he downs it to make it 52-49 as the buzzer sounds in Detroit. So, what a action-packed first half between 2 of the top-tier teams in the G League. Sam Stick Day, we've seen it all. It's been a fun first 24 minutes.
Yeah, very competitive on both sides of the ball for both teams, and I'm looking forward to the second half so we can settle this once and for all.
Rob Murphy, the general manager and president of the first-year franchise Motor City Cruise, the affiliate of the Detroit Pistons, is coming up next. You're watching the Preps coverage of Motor City Cruise basketball.
Car trouble?
Yep. Hey, aren't you the founder and president of the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
We drove all the way to Africa to tell you about Charity Motors.
You drove to Africa?
When someone donates their car to Charity Motors, the proceeds will go to any charity they choose.
Like the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
If you have a car to donate and you're driven to make a difference, please call Charity Motors now.
Yep.
We're here to donate our cars to Charity Motors, right girls?
Yep.
And we're gonna get the full fair market value for our cars right now. You with me?
Yep. And they'll even take this junker. Yep.
And we get to choose which charity the proceeds go to, right?
Yep.
And our car goes to someone in need, right girls?
Yep. I'd like mine to go to Mr. Buckles here. Charity Motors. Yep.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games. Get interactive stats. And customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
Welcome back to Wayne State Fieldhouse. The Crews in the lead, 52-49. We've got a very special guest, Rob Murphy, the general manager and president of the first-year franchise, the Motor City Cruise. Rob, talk a little bit about this franchise. You must be soaring with proud moments that you've had throughout the year. Been a lot of wins this year, not just on the court.
Yeah, well, for us, in our first inaugural year, with some things that we wanted to accomplish. I think we're doing really well business-wise, raising money, gaining a lot of new partners, which is great, doing great in our ticket sales and reaching all our goals. And then the team is winning. Anytime you can win, grow your young guys, and have good business, you're doing some things right. So I'm proud of myself, obviously, but more importantly, we have a great staff. Rhonda Burley, who's our vice president on the business side, and we have a team there. And then DJ Baker is our head coach, is doing a really good job.
You've had 6 players come up and down this year. It's been a team that's really had to rely on kids that have been cohesive in moments where they haven't played a lot. What's it been like trying to keep this team together and being able to win in both phases of the season?
Yeah, well, we were really fortunate, Chad, that we were able to sign some high-quality guys, and our two-way guys, our affiliate guys, and our roster guys, which is great. They've been playing extremely hard, so we rewarded within. Got to give a lot of thanks to Troy Weaver, obviously, for rewarding Motor City Cruise guys as we went through the COVID spike. But these guys work extremely hard every day. They've had some success, and it's kind of trickled down to the Motor City Cruise, and I'm happy that we're in position to keep winning, keep competing, and also raising money on the business side as well.
The Detroit Pistons just down the street. You have ties with both teams. It has to help keeping everything's synonymous, keeping the teams together, and also logistically, obviously, it's very lucrative.
Yeah, logistically, it's very, very great. I think the chemistry and the synergy and the terminology is important because our system is the Piston system. DJ Baker was with Coach Casey for those 6 years, so he implemented the system. And being the director of player personnel on the Piston side, dealing with personnel, and then the general manager of this team, I can see what we need. We're in meetings when we're talking Pistons and what we may need. I'm there and I'm hands-on and able to gather the information and the intel to see what can help us. But overall, together, just collectively working together and making sure we're putting both franchises in place to continue to have success and continue to grow.
If there's ever been a year where you've seen the fruits of the labor of the NBA and the G League and how important it's been, this has been the year with all the call-ups. It's really seen the fruits of the labor come through.
Yeah, well, we've had, obviously for us, it's helped us, but you can see throughout the league, every G League team was decimated. That's why we had to cancel the first 4 games coming out of the Las Vegas Cup because we didn't have enough players to continue with our season and along with the COVID spike. But it's given a lot of players a lot of opportunity, which is great. That's what this is here for. And for us to continue to have a competitive team for our community to get involved with as well. That's another phase of it, to have the kids in the community come out, obviously continue to build partners in the community of small businesses as we continue to solicit more partners to come involved with the Motor City Cruise. So we're excited about it all, Chad.
Great job in your first year of franchise to come together to win and do so many great things. You must be very proud. Best of luck in continuing the success. And thanks a lot for spending some time here on the prep.
Yeah, well, I'm appreciative of you being a partner too, Chad. You do an unbelievable job. The prep has been second to none with broadcasting. When I'm not here, I enjoy watching and to hear your voice and how detailed you are, how you can paint the picture when somebody's not even watching the game or watching the game. But thank you for being a partner, and I'd like to thank all our partners. It's extremely important to let them know that we're appreciative of their investment. We have a great product that we're putting on the floor. So thank you, thank our partners, thank the community for continuing to be a part of this, and thank everybody that has kind of put in a lending helping hand to see this franchise grow. Thank you all.
There he is, Detroit's own Rob Murphy, the president and the general manager of the Motor City Cruise. We're at halftime, and the Cruise lead the Celtics 52-49. We're back with second half highlights right after this.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games. Get interactive stats. And customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
Oh, you think this is a game? Nah, this right here, this is the NBA G League. The world's most game-recognized game league. The most groundbreaking league. Most get that weak stuff out league. The most graduated league. Welcome to the world's most G League.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
Car trouble?
Yep. Hey, aren't you the founder and president of the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
We drove all the way to Africa to tell you about Charity Motors.
You drove to Africa? When someone donates their car to Charity Motors, the proceeds will go to any charity they choose. Like the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games, get interactive stats, and customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
Car trouble?
Yep. Hey, aren't you the founder and president of the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
We drove all the way to Africa to tell you about Charity Motors.
You drove to Africa? When someone donates their car to Charity Motors, the proceeds will go to any charity they choose.
Like the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
If you have a car to donate and you're driven to make a difference, please call Charity Motors now.
Yep.
Let's take a look at some highlights. Servetus, a big part of that first half. He came off the bench stick, and all he did was tie for the team high in scoring in the first 24 minutes.
Yeah, Saban Lee there too, taking it to the rim. And I mean, this guy could jump out of the gym. Wooten for Maine. He has been putting on a display. And Check Diallo probably had the biggest game in the first half. I mean, 10 points, or 13 points, 10 rebounds already. He's already got a double-double. 3 of those coming on the offensive end too.
Cassius Stanley with a triple there. And this has been a back-and-forth game. Again, a 13-point lead for the Celtics to start. Clement's a big part of it. He had 16 points to lead all scorers in the first half. He's been a handful, too. But Check Diallo's been the difference in the paint.
Yeah, the big man has been big, and that's what he's been doing. He's been dominating the paint. You know, he's even got a couple steals in here, too. So, and like I said, if he hit that three-point shot on that one play, we would have been going nuts about his game in the first half. But overall, looking good for the Crews. Here they get out in transition. Servetus with a nice left-handed layup.
Servetus with 13, Diallo with 13, Lee with an assist there. That was one of 4 dimes to lead the way. Again, no Derek Walton, and Lee playing that point guard spot. 6 points, 4 assists, just 3 of 10 from the floor. Chad Bush and Sam Stick Day with you. We're back in a moment for the second half action right after this, Crews and Celtics.
More NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games, get interactive stats, and customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
Oh, you think this is a game? Nah, this right here, this is the NBA G League. The world's most game-recognized game league. The most groundbreaking league. Most get-that-weak-stuff-out league. The most graduated league. Welcome to the world's most G League.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
Car trouble?
Yep. Hey, aren't you the founder and president of the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
We drove all the way to Africa to tell you about Charity Motors.
You drove to Africa? When someone donates their car to Charity Motors, the proceeds will go to any charity they choose.
Like the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
If you have a car to donate and you're driven to make a difference, please call Charity Motors now.
Yep.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo!
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
We're here to donate our cars to Charity Motors, right, girls?
Yep.
And we're gonna get the full fair market value for our cars right now. You with me?
Yep. And they'll even take this junker. Yep.
And we get to choose which charity the proceeds go to, right?
Yep.
And our car goes to someone in need, right, girls?
Yep. I'd like mine to go to Mr. Buckles here. Charity Motors. Yep.
Welcome back to Detroit, Michigan. The Crews with a 52-49 lead over the Maine Celtics. Crews ball to start the second half. My name is Chad Bush, alongside Sam Stick Day, Alex Westfall, your executive producer. Thanks for hanging with us. We are the Prep. Saban Lee is fouled at the free throw line. They're going to get Page with a foul. That's his fourth foul, and Maine already with a short bench is going to have some decisions to make. The decisions are going to come from their first-year head coach, Jarrell Christian. Second year overall coaching in the G. Chris Smith for three. Bang.
And almost kind of an assist for Check Diallo there. He set the pick so his defender couldn't get to the ball. He didn't really get him open, but he made sure he stayed open.
9 of the 10 Crews players have scored that have entered. Bohannon with an athletic flip in with a fresh lettuce and all. Crews by 4, Saban for 3, bullseye. Crews with their largest lead of 7 with 11:07 to go in the third.
Yeah, that is the one guy you do not want to be open at the top of the arc shooting three-pointers for the Crews.
His first long liner of the day. Valentine to the corner, 3 ball, in and out.
And that's the crazy thing right now with the Crews. Even though they have a 7-point lead, Saban Lee only has 9 points this game. And if he gets going, they could blow this out really early in this third quarter. Here's a matchup you like.
Saban to the whole Euro step, laying good. And just like that, he hits you in a hurry. Saban is in double digits with 11.
And I love how he ISO'd the big man when he had him out there. That's not a comfortable spot for a big man to be, so use your quickness, get to the rim.
He's quick. Foul going up, and the Crews enjoying their largest lead of 9 over the Maine Celtics on the tail end of a 3-game road trip. As we get a look at the foul on Chris Smith. Free throws for Mr. Page. Jaysean Page, Jaysean. He's out of West Virginia. He's 6'2", 210.
And only 2 points for him in the first half. Surprising, because last time these guys played, he had well over 30, didn't he?
Yep. 39 points his last time out.
Yeah.
14 of 33. And he's coming in after he went 15 a game in Fort Wayne. There's a Chris Smith backboard bender. And Diallo forces a tie-up and a jump ball. Denzel Valentine can't believe it.
Chuck's like, all right, I'll take this jump ball. 6'4" versus what's Chuck, 6'10"?
Yeah, 6'4", 6'5" against 6'10", but 7'2" wingspan, which isn't fair.
And on a jump ball, you always want to look to where 2 teammates are lined up together. So Check's going to want to bounce this ball right behind him between Saban Lee.
Yep.
Couldn't get it there.
Valentine's crafty, though, and the hustle from Burton keeps it alive. Laying no good. Diallo with a rebound, already a double-double. The Crews with a 3-on-2. Saban, Cassius, corner 3. Clemens back to Denzel. No. Long shot, long rebound. Denzel again. Don't do it to him twice. He'll get nice. And the Celtics have cut it to 6.
I mean, he's already proven in this game that he can stroke it from anywhere, and you give him 2 looks like that, he's going to make one of them.
Cassius is stripped, and the skip pass hits some grease that Chase Kaufman in a bowling alley would be proud of.
Well, Saban Lee, nice little veteran move on that, kind of grabbing Valentine from behind, not letting him get his momentum going, and that's what caused the turnover. The ref didn't call it on Saban Lee, but he was able to get a nice hold of Valentine on that.
Yeah. 2-man game to Diallo. Checkmate. 13 for double zeros. Cruz by 8. Rattler in the corner, though, stops the momentum. And Crustacean Nation is on their feet back in Portland.
Man, he has a high arcing jump shot, doesn't he?
Sure does. Jay-Sean Page with his first triple. Chris Smith looking for another. Cassius in the corner. Palmer over the back. And that's tipped out of bounds. Ball out of bounds, baseline left. The hustle all over. Both teams playing really hard, Stick.
Yeah, and they have been all game long. That's why it's been such a fun matchup and back and forth, because none of these guys are willing to bend their will. They just want to play hard, and that's what they've been doing the whole game. It's been a lot of fun to watch this game.
Yep. Palmer with some nice ups as well. And it looks like he's bleeding. Seth Ellenson, the first-year trainer, and he's Minnesota nice. Will wipe off blood. And you got to be nice to wipe off blood.
You have to. You have to.
Would you wipe blood off me?
No, never. Nope, sorry, man.
But
Take care of your own business. I was going to point out, and I thought about this before the game, too, the Crew's making history tonight to have 2 number zeros on the floor, a double zero and a 0. I don't think I've ever seen that in a basketball game.
We'll have to talk to PR man Dylan Daniels and get the scoop on that. He'll know. It's a good point.
Yeah, double 0 and 0. You don't see that often. And to have 2 starters like that, very strange.
Yeah, it is. I appreciate that observation. We'll dig into that.
That's what I'm here for.
It sure is. Stanley with a dump down to Diallo with a 2-handed hang and bang. And the Crews are back up by 7.
That was a great take by Stanley, but it's just amazing how Diallo makes himself available for that little drop-off.
Mm-hmm. Denzel off a screen. 2-man game there. Topside Valentine. Bullseye.
Man, where would the Celtics be without Denzel Valentine today?
What is he doing in the G League? Saban Lee. Some might be saying that about him. He misses the short one. Clemens hot potato pass. Page in the corner.
Cruz dodged a bullet on that one.
Cruz +4, 7:40 left till the third expires. 2 feet stop drop, and Chris Smith, after playing just a handful of games the last 2 years, starting to feel right.
Yeah, that was a nice strong take. He was able to body his defender, and Wooten, as we know, he can get up there and block the shot.
There's a foul off the ball. It's going to go on single 0 Chris Smith, the rookie out of UCLA. DJ Baker saying he's getting back to good physically. We're very happy to report that. Credited the staff, training staff of the Crews. 3-ball corner, no. Crews by 6. 6s are wild in Detroit. Watch out. 2-man game to Diallo. And he banks it up and in on a Sunday.
Seems like every time he sees the Celtics, he sees green. I'm not just talking about their color. He's talking about money once I make it to the NBA if I keep playing this way.
No doubt. 19 points, already a double-double for double 0. Page to the rack. That's blocked by Smith. Saved by Check. Up to Palmer. On the push. And a foul across the way. Lots of action coming up. We'll have coverage of Crews basketball. We'll have coverage of high school basketball in our full court prep coverage. And you take a look at our broadcast schedule coming up. End of January, partner. After today, into February we go, and we'll start on Tuesday, February the 1st. with Brother Rice and Orchard Lake St. Mary's and Catholic Central next week on Friday, and then the Cruise back home against the Long Island Nets. We're back to Detroit in a moment. This is the Prep.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty. My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
Motor City Cruise, losers of 2 straight, trying to get back on the good side. They've won 6 of 7 at home. Jack Diallo, a big part of that stick.
Yeah, 19 points, 13 rebounds, 1 block, several alters of shots, plus he's setting picks. He's doing it all, and the last time these two played, he had over 20 points plus 15 rebounds. So he's doing it all over again every time he plays the Celtics.
Yes, sir. Saban Lee with it, high on the right, 11 points. With a 31.5 points per game. Check Diallo over the back with a rebound. And his stick back, no, but a foul. And Valentine was busted for it. Check Diallo says, yep, he saw it.
Gave him a point. He was like, yep, I'm the guy. But really, the Celtics seem like their lineup is very short. It's very small compared to the Cruise, and that's why the Cruise have been able to take advantage of the glass and get these types of rebounds.
Yes, sir. The rebounding in this game. Out rebounding the Celtics are the Cruise +8 right now. Diallo gets it to go, and this is the Cruise's largest lead. It's a 10-point spread, 70-60.
Yeah, and if you're looking at Maine right now, you got to be wondering where's the offense going to come from. Valentine's been the guy all game long, but you need somebody else to help him out at some point.
20 points for Valentine, 16 for Clemens. Valentine going to step back, and his 16-footer is fresh. He's got 22 points.
And he looks right up here and says, I don't need any help. I got this.
His mom and dad just about 4 rows in front of us. Kick out to Palmer. Trayvon to the rack. And he lost it out of bounds. No call. As Jones will check in to the Cruise lineup.
And like I said, I'm a big fan of Jones's game, especially when he gets going. The last game that I got to call, man, he was leaving the hand up there after he made a shot. He was pumping his fist. He was flexing. He was having a good time. The animation, I love it.
An emotional player.
Look, he's out there smiling right now.
13 points a game and 5 assists a contest. Cruise without their top assist man at 11 assists a game, and Derek Walton Jr. Rebound, and Saban Lee getting dirty on the deck. That'll get your players motivated. Jay Baker loves that. Cruise +8 back the other way.
Yeah, whenever your best players give an all-out effort, that's what you want to see if you're a coach.
Turnover Cruise.
Yep. Right about, I don't know, close. The ref's got a much closer look than I do, so he may have gotten a toe on the line.
Yep. Valentine. Dump pass, down low, Burton lay-in, and he can do that too. The unselfish Valentine sets his teammate up.
Yeah, and Burton using his left hand and the rim to protect against the shot blocker, Check Diallo. That was a nice take.
It's a Maine team that shoots the 3 in a high amount. paint points are not their thing. Check Diallo's paint points are his thing, and he continues to punish opponents in the paint. He has a team high and a game high 23.
They just don't have the size to check him.
No pun intended.
No, really no pun intended.
Diallo with a rebound there, and they'll restart it with Saban.
It's post-up game
against Valentine. That one's short.
Yeah, he rushed that a little. If you're the bigger guy, you want to back him down, use that size. You don't want to be shooting a fadeaway jumper across the lane.
Left point, Chris Clemens, a show and go. Pull up, 16-foot or no. Check collecting everything in the Detroit Midtown air this afternoon. A cutting Saban to the bucket. He lost it.
And lost it.
And lost it again. Valentine to Clemens for three. Somehow jumped out.
And guess who got the rebound?
The check man. Jones will wait for him and gather. Start, stop, float, no, but a free throw coming for 2 points.
And what a good offensive read right there. And you have the big man on you, and we saw it earlier with Saban Lee out here, but now you see it here. And you got a big man on you and you're a small guard, use that size, get the big man off balance, and take it to the rack. Resulting in some free throws, and like we discussed earlier, it's one free throw, but it's going to be worth 2 points if he makes it.
Very savvy. Jones line left to shoot one. Got it. Crews matched their largest lead at 10 with a Chandre Jones free throw. Valentine shows that mid-range game, something this Maine team isn't known for. Saban Lee wasted no time. Lay in, good, and the foul.
Yeah, I was just going to talk about how you can't leave Valentine wide open in the lane like that, but then Saban Lee comes down and cashes his check too, getting an and one. Both teams just going back and forth. This is what they've been doing all day long.
Saban's third game in this 11th game of this regular season. 2 seasons in the G League. The Crews, second best team in the East in this second season. We're taking a timeout in Detroit. We're back in a moment. This is Crews basketball.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty. My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
Please donate today to one of our sponsors, the Richard A. Bars Foundation. Toys for Tots, computers for kids, all year long. Donate today. Learn more at info@barsfoundation.com to email and barsfoundation.com to donate. 949-942-0623. The Bars Foundation. Great cause and a great sponsor. We thank them. Free throw is good, 77-66 your score. Crews on top by 11. This is their largest lead. And we get a whistle and a foul. It's an illegal screen. And that's going to go on Wooten.
I thought it was a pretty decent looking screen from up here. He must have been moving a little bit too early on that. But the Crews is happy for it. They get the ball back, up 11, 2:52 remaining.
Yes, sir. Cassius Stanley to run the show, the third-year pro out of Duke. Back to the former Richmond Spider. Corner, Palmer three. Rattles up and down. 80-66, Crews plus 14, 2.5 left.
And nice shot by Palmer there. The defender took a little bit of risk thinking he could get the steal, leaving Palmer open in the corner, and he nailed it.
Palmer with 7, his first triple of the afternoon. Clemens with Jones on his back. Rattles one in. He has 18 points. That's his first points, though, in the second half. It's been a quiet 10 minutes to start for him. Jones with a little Euro step banker that would make Tim Duncan proud. Crews back up by 14.
And Manu Ginobili. The whole Spurs team it would have made proud on that.
Oh, the funnel.
But it looks like the Celtics switched to a zone on that last possession.
How about that? Clemens floater, no good. Servetus scrapes it away. 4 on 2. Corner, Palmer, 3. No. Jalen Johnson back in and has it topside. He'll take it to the 10 and kick it out. Jones to Servetus for 3. Bullseye.
That guy can shoot when he gets hot, and if you leave him wide open like that, it just seems like the Celtics are kind of laying back a little bit on defense right now. I don't know if they're tired because of their short rotation or what's going on, but they are leaving some wide open jump shots.
16 points for Servetus. And he's 4 of 5 from downtown. The Crews with their largest lead of 17 points. They have taken advantage of the 3-ball here tonight, Stick.
Yeah, look at that left-handed, nice sweet stroke, and a good find too. See, even Servetus points back. Good find.
Yeah. Crews have struggled from downtown their last 2 ball games. Their 3 balls have been lacking, just 21%, a season low their last time.
So far, they're shooting about 32% this game, so much better, but still, you want to get that number around 35, 40% if you can.
Stanley with a steal and a figure roll to finish.
Good
Crews
take.
up by 19, their largest lead.
Good take. I mean, it was a 1-on-2, but he saw both of his defenders were pedaling backwards on their heels, so he knew just take it right at him, and he didn't stop.
Under a minute left. Crews, who once trailed by 13 to start the game, that's right, they trailed 13-0, now have matched their largest lead of 19.
Cassius Stanley about to go over and talk to this ref right now. He's like, wait a minute, how was that on me, sir? Look at this. They got physical here. Nice little bump by 4. See? But he didn't extend that arm completely. He just nudged a little chicken wing there to get some space.
Yep. Burton looking for his 3rd free throw make of the day, has it, and it's down to a 87-71 game. Crews trying to stop this 2-game skid, trying to keep things rolling at home. This is the 2nd best team in the Eastern Conference right now. Jones high on the right, gonna step back, 15-footer fresh, and the Crews lead is 18.
Now, I don't know this to be true, but I feel this in my heart, Chad. Anytime anybody takes a shot from about the free throw line, their percentage has to be through the roof. Just mentally, you know that distance in your brain.
Yep. Valentine to stop the bleeding, and he does. The human Band-Aid. Throws some gauze on top, and the lead is cut to 15.
A little something to say to the Crews bench on that, too, afterwards.
Jones with a floater that nearly touched the rafters.
Ooh.
2 seconds left. The heave at the horn. No good. But the Crews, with a big 3rd quarter, they come out swinging. And they're enjoying a 17-point lead here at Wayne State Fieldhouse. We'll take a timeout. To the 4th we go in Detroit.
think this is a game. Nah, this right here, this is the NBA G League. The world's most game-recognized game league. The most groundbreaking league. Most get-that-weak-stuff-out league. The most graduated league. Welcome to the world's most G League.
Car trouble?
Yep. Hey, aren't you the founder and president of the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
We drove all the way to Africa to tell you about Charity Motors.
You drove to Africa? When someone donates their car to Charity Motors, the proceeds will go to any charity they choose.
Like the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
If you have a car to donate and you're driven to make a difference, please call Charity Motors now.
Yep.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games. Get interactive stats. And customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty. My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo!
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
Welcome back to Detroit. Take a look at the standings. The Crews come into today 7-3 overall, just a game and a half out of the Eastern Conference leaders, the Raptors. The Celtics are sixth, tied for sixth with the Capital City Go-Go. 91-74 is where we start the fourth, and the Crews have really made themselves clear with that 14-point advantage in the third stint.
Yeah, 14-point advantage, but they put up 39 points. I mean, that is some good score and efficiency in that third quarter for the Crews.
Sure is. And we get a whistle and a foul. Smith going up for it. Top scorers in this game, Czech Diallo with 23 points to go with 17 rebounds. 16 points for Servetus and 14 points for Chandre Jones. The Crews in second place, as you see, in the Eastern Conference standings. The Celtics in sixth place. Just 3 games out, a lot of time left. 10 home games left only for the Crews, though. There's a Jones jumper to get him to 16 points in a hurry. He's been fresh. He's 5 out of 6 from the floor and 3 of 3 from the stripe.
Well, this is what the Crews did to Maine last time they played. They had 3 guys over 20 points, and right now they're pushing to have 4 guys over 20 points.
Denzel Valentine, the game's top scorer, with 27. Chris Clemens with 18. Here come the Crews looking to grow their largest lead. 3 for Stanley will do it.
And that's got to break your heart if you're Maine. Off a missed alley-oop dunk to get a 3 thrown right back in your face. That hurts.
96-74. Cassius Stanley with a triple. And his point tally's starting to roll up as well. He has 10. We're back in a moment. This is Crews basketball.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games. Get interactive stats. And customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
Car trouble?
Yep. Hey, aren't you the founder and president of the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
We drove all the way to to Africa to tell you about Charity Motors.
You drove to Africa? When someone donates their car to Charity Motors, the proceeds will go to any charity they choose.
Like the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
If you have a car to donate and you're driven to make a difference, please call Charity Motors now.
Yep.
Davidas Servidis has been a big part of this run. He's been pretty good from his accuracy.
Yeah, the Crews right now shooting 51.5%. A lot of that has to do with Servidis, 6 of 7 from the field and 4 of 5 from downtown.
Second in scoring on this team on this afternoon. Part of a 9 of 25 effort from long distance. Stick mentioned in his keys to get the three-point ball going again. Cassius Stanley gets it going again. That's another deep distance downtown digger. And the Crews are up by 25. This is their largest lead. Maine Celtics, the end of a 3-game road trip. Starting to look a little bit road weary. 3 ball though says take that, guy. 77 now for the Celtics.
Yeah, but that's kind of what I was referring to in the middle of the last quarter. Just kind of seems like the Celtics have lost their legs somehow.
Yeah. Sea legs. Jalen Johnson, whose minutes have been limited tonight, has a nice little paint finish, little paint pirouette. He has 5 points. Step back corner jumper, no. That's from Adele, Dang Adele, who's scoreless tonight. Jalen Johnson throws it to the wrong side. And a quick foul by the Crews, who've reached triple digits with 9:22 to go.
While holding their opponent to only 77. And, you know, that's half of what these guys normally put up in a game.
Yeah. The regular season high is 133 points. The Crews did that back on the 16th of January against College Park. And Page will get a technical free throw here.
A lot of pressure with all the silence.
It's so quiet.
It was quiet for that free throw. That's almost worse than, you know, a bunch of people, loudness, you got distractions. But you're used to that. When it's that quiet and you're out there on an island, sometimes that's tough.
It is. It's a lonely place to be, that 15-foot line from the bucket. Celtics trying to make a run and get Crustacean Nation in the air. And that'll do it. How about the slice and cut from Burton? He's got a quick 4 points, and the C's are back within 21. Cassius from the mid-post. Shot short, but a foul on Demers late. And that'll put Cassius line left.
Third personal, team second.
Maine will take on Grand Rapids in a little 2-game dip, the 4th of February and the 6th of February. And what will be the beginnings of a 5-game homestand for the Maine Celtics, a franchise that has belonged to the Boston Celtics since 2009. They were formerly known as the Red Claws up until this year. In March, they announced, they said, hey, Crustacean Nation, we're coming together. It's going to be the Maine Celtics. And they made that mascot, Crusher is his name.
All right.
They turned him green instead of red. So it's a little different. Crustacean Nation's getting used to it, but for now, the guy's green and they're going with it. And Maine is on a 8-0 run. Wooten a big part of it. Don't go anywhere.
I got a question for you, though, because, you know, while we've been calling these G League games, some of them come in here and they share the names of the NBA teams that they're affiliated with. Other teams, you know, like the Crews, obviously, they're not named the Pistons. Do you like them sharing the same name, or do you like them having their own little thing going on?
I like if there's one of the two.
Okay.
If one of the two tells me that they're part of an NBA franchise, I like that.
Okay.
I like Motor City tells me Detroit. Cruz might tell me they're associated with the Pistons. It hints towards it. Celtics, it tells you they're the Celtics.
Right, like we had the Lakeland Magic in here. Obviously, they're with the Magic.
I like it. I like when there's strong hints, if not telling. What about you?
You know what? I'm with you. Either way, it doesn't really bother me. But I like them coming up with their own little names too. You know, like the Red Claws. That's a great name for a basketball team. It's fun.
Right.
Not that the Celtics is a bad name for a basketball team by any stretch of the imagination.
No, sir. Now you're going to cause an uproar back in Maine.
No, but
you were just friends with him now. You just told him Maine is kind of like Hawaii, which is hey, it's a big statement, and I trust that. But now Crustacean Nation's maybe thinking Celtics.
Yeah, I just wondered because it's a little mixed bag in the G League, and
Yeah.
you wonder if they're ever going to streamline it to where they're all just representing their team names, or if we're going to have teams like the Crews around. Because I enjoy the Crews; it's a nice brand.
I do too. I think it's cool to have hints of both, and there's arguments for both. You're right. I think it's great, though. I love minor league sports, and the NBA has got it right with this G League, as that is a banker that rolls in. And ladies and gentlemen, that is Mr. Dang Adele with a bucket. 105-84 with 8 minutes and change left. Saban Lee is hacked in the paint and a little bit frustrated tonight. Points have been hard to come by for the 31-point scorer, Saban Lee.
And he's only got 14 to this point, but you can almost see the disgust in his face right after this. Look at it, watch his face. Like, come on, man. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at him. He throws his arms up in the air.
Oh, boy. That's Asante Gist. Gist spelled G-I-S-T if you're scoring at home. Deontay Burton with the basketball. Down low to Wooten. Cruz by 21. 3 for Page, no. And Jones saves it back to his teammate. Saban on the run. Lob up. Cassius with a hammer.
What a pass there. I thought that was coming in a little too hot, but when Cassius Stanley's there, 46-inch vertical, he's going to catch no matter where you put it next to the rim.
Yeah, guy can get up. Asante, no. Burton has his back. And a reset for the Seas. Shot clock does not reset in the G League. Left wing, Page to the rack. Right hand, left side, and he blew by Servetus. 107-86.
And if Servetus ever really wants to be an NBA player, that's the only thing really his game needs to work on is that defensive end.
Yep. Gets his man up in the air there. And Saban's going to try to strike from the stripe with 7:08 left, and his team at 107 points.
Saban Lee, here's a look at the alley-oop. Like it's coming in hot. That is a flat alley-oop pass, but Stanley was able to get up in a hurry, quick jump, nice finish.
Know your personnel, and Saban Lee does. Jones out, Cassius out. Trayvon Palmer returns to the Motor City Crews lineup, along with Chris Smith. Meanwhile, Jason Page exits for the Seas along with Wooten. Valentine back in there, along with Bohannon. Shot is short. Check with a rebound.
He's got to be pushing 20 rebounds.
You and I are thinking the same thing. He's got to be pushing another rim. Down to the ground. Check with a hammer. He has 25. Crews have 111.
And you love that. He's done that all game, ran the floor, and they've rewarded him a couple times.
Starts the steal here. Chris Smith on the run to Saban. Down the boulevard with a lay-in. Saban with 18, and the Crews starting to run away with this one.
Yeah, if Saban Lee gets going here at the end of the fourth quarter, it'll be a show.
Well, you didn't think he would get close to that 31.5-point average.
But slowly creeping there, already up to 18 now.
This is a guy that scored 31 points back on Wednesday night. 9th time he's gone 30-plus points with the Crews, as we see the hammer and then the nice little Euro step from Lee.
Great work by our replay crew on that.
Yes, sir. Valentine around a screen from Bohannon. He has 27. Sets up Bohannon here. And we're going to get free throws with a shot.
Yeah, not a bad foul by Trayvon Palmer. Check the Diallo's trying to take that foul on him, but that was definitely on Palmer. But it prevents the easy layup. You know, even though you're up by how many you're up by, by a lot, it's okay. Don't let up those easy baskets.
Yep.
That's a learned behavior. That's a habit you want to pick up, whether it's a close game or a blowout.
It looked like a blowout early for the guys in green. This Cruise team has been fabulous at home, protecting Midtown Detroit.
Yeah, think about that. Take away that 13-point lead, and the Cruise has outscored them 113 to 73.
How about that? The Cruise overall this year at home with a 6-4 record, but they're in fine position now to win 7 of their last 8 at home.
Yeah, I was going to say it's because they got off to that rough start. I mean, we remember that. We were calling a couple of those games. Yeah. It was like, oh, they got to get this W in their gym eventually, right? And now it's nice to see that this turned into a nice home court advantage for them.
It's old hat already to get a win at home. The Cruise have bounced back with their protection. A beautiful Wayne State field house. Clemens with a free throw with nobody around him.
They call that a breakaway foul?
I suppose.
There's no way, though. I mean, Servetus was already back all the way down the court. There was a guy there. He did foul him from behind, but there were 2 Cruise players in front of him.
Yeah. Interesting. Valentine top of the circle. Off to Burton. Burton left hand laying too strong, but Bohannon sticks it back.
Bohannon.
Saban fouled as he gets cut off the mid-post. So the Cruise looking to gain their 8th win and hold on to that second spot in the Eastern Conference. It's been an impressive run after, as you mentioned, after falling to 1-3. After starting 3-3 on the year, Cruise really took off and would win 6 of their final 8 games to finish the Vegas Showcase season.
Yeah, whatever happened in Vegas, they bonded.
Hey, listen, it stays in Vegas.
No, they brought it home and they continued to win, and I'm happy for that it didn't stay in Vegas.
That's true. Very good point. Saban back out to Palmer for 3. No. Valentine with a rebound and outlet absolutely perfectly to Chris Clemens for one of the best passes you'll see all day. Saban starts, stops, and gets hacked on the floor. Denzel Valentine's going to help somebody.
Oh, I still have a rough time imagining why he's in this position that he is right now. I mean, you see it. He's averaging 20. Where was that stat? He's averaging like 20. He's 23 points, 17 rebounds in his last game. And there's a look at Denzel Valentine's parents making the trip from Lansing down here to Midtown to check out their son. And that's what I'm saying. That's probably why he was shooting so good early in the game. He got that home cooking.
That's right.
Nothing like it.
Yep. His father's outstanding coach in the Lansing area. Of course, Drew Valentine, their other son, is the head coach at Loyola Chicago.
Pretty decent collegiate program.
Yeah, and he came by way of Oakland University. Played for Greg Campy.
Another pretty good collegiate program.
No doubt. How about Oakland? They're having some fun right now. Best mid-major program in this area. Sorry. They're better than your Detroit Mercy team. I apologize.
Yeah, me and Neil Rule go back and forth about that all the time.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
There's no debate right now.
Not right now.
But maybe someday.
But UAD is always fun to watch. You know, you got Antoine Davis.
Sure. Yeah, I got no skin in the game either way. I wish you all the best.
It's a fun little rivalry.
It is. What do they call it? The Metro Series between University of Detroit Mercy and Oakland U. There's a penalty, and that means we have free throws coming. In a game that has slowed down in pace after a really hot third quarter that saw the Crews put up 39 points and come out of the gate like gangbusters.
Everybody walking to the spots just slow.
People, come on. The Pistons game starts in an hour and 3 minutes. Of course, everyone's leaving here and going to LCA, Little Caesars Arena, where the Pistons will play the Cleveland Cavaliers. Look at that unselfish pass. Back to Burton, who runs it in from 14 feet. Denzel Valentine gets off on setting others up. It's fun to watch.
He does a good job. He's got such a complete game.
So does Lee with that bouncer into JJ. He's in trouble in the paint, brought it down. Valentine with his team down 20. And how about that? Little left-handed baseline love for Burton.
A little 360 left-handed baseline love. My goodness. That takes some athleticism, and it cut the lead to 18. Not saying that that's super close, but a lot closer than it was a minute ago.
They call that move the Cyclone. Shot off the mark, no. Back to Maine, who has some momentum. It's an 18-point game. Crustacean Nation isn't going anywhere in Northeast America.
Those crustaceans, they're tough.
They are. I've seen this franchise get off to the second best start in the Showcase tournament, going 10-2. Needed that 3 there. Saban back the other way.
And if you're the Crews now, you just want to start working some clock, making this game a little bit shorter, shorten up the possessions. There's a matchup you want right there.
Nice pass from Johnson out to Smith for 3-0. Poke back by Johnson again. He says, try it. I like assist. Chris Smith with a triple, and that one hurts the Crews by 21.
Yeah, Denzel missing that three-pointer on this end, and the Crews coming back and hitting a 3 on that end. Kind of sucked the rest of the air out of the Celtics.
Yeah. Miss there, and a timeout for DJ Baker. Crews getting set to hit the road. 6 games in 10 days. Off to Lakeland, Florida after this one. Back to Detroit right after this.
We're here to donate our cars to Charity Motors, right girls?
Yep.
And we're gonna get the full fair market value for our cars right now. You with me?
Yep. And they'll even take this junker. Yep.
And we get to choose which charity the proceeds go to, right?
Yep.
And our car goes to someone in need, right girls?
Yep. I'd like mine to go to Mr. Buckles here. Charity Motors. Yep.
Oh, you think this is a game? Nah, this right here, this is the NBA G League. The world's most game-recognized game league. The most groundbreaking league. Most get-that-weak stuff out league. The most graduated league. Welcome to the world's most G League.
Happy to be back with you on Saturday for Crews basketball. The Long Island Nets are in the house. But between that, the Crews will hit the road, go to the Magic, a team they knocked off 113-100 back last Saturday, and then on the road at the Skyhawks. That's in Atlanta, Georgia, before heading home, take on the Nets for 2 games in 3 days. Jalen Johnson in and out. Rebound Burton, and here come the Celtics for their last push. Down 21 with 2.5 left, Stick.
Yeah, the Crews have done a good job, and now it's time to get some of these other guys in there and get them some run to see what they can provide for the team down the stretch.
Clemens with a long 2 that deserved 3. He's been something, huh? Jalen Johnson the other way behind the back. And a traveling call after that got caught up.
He disagrees with that.
Yep.
Jalen Johnson, man, I love his personality every time he's on the court. Oh, look at that, some royalty in the building.
Troy Weaver, the general manager of the Detroit Pistons, and Rob Murphy, the brain trust of the Motor City Cruise, and also part of the Pistons front office.
And a big part of the reason why the Cruise moved to downtown Detroit.
Yeah, those two on the same page. Smith out of bounds, has it rejected. Under 2 minutes to go, Cruise in prime position to win their 8th game in 11 tries to start this second season.
Let's take a nice look at this replay of the dunk, up and around and left-handed. Man, to be that athletic. What would that be like, Chad?
Oh, man. I wish I would have known when I was even young.
Yeah. It's not going to happen later in life, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, you're telling me. Bachman is in. He inbounds to Jones. He's had a whale of a game. Jones forces up a free throw shot. No good. Here comes Denzel looking to add to his 27-point tally. And gives it up instead for Bohannon. And the former UTEP minor will go line right and try to shoot two.
That was a nice look by Valentine. He found his cutting big man. He was able to get him the ball where he needed to be. Just couldn't complete it because of a nice hard foul right there by my man Smith.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we were talking about earlier. Like, don't just give up easy baskets. Just because the game's in hand right now, create good habits.
That's right. Free throw no good, but somebody jumped. And yes, this is the point of the game where there are more than one free throw shot. The Celtics brought up Bruno Fernando and also they brought up Sam. And it's a different team. Turnover back the other way.
And that's got to be the interesting thing about coaching a G League team is you're constantly adjusting your lineup, and you're coaching with what you have. You're never really coaching for the future. Like, all right, I want to position this guy there, because ideally you want these guys moving up and down.
Always the juggling ball. Sam Hauser is the guy's name they brought up. Hauser and Bruno Fernando. The Pistons have Luka Garza tonight. Again, no Derek Walton Jr. And no Pickett. Pickett nursing a toe, and Walton expected to be back soon.
Once again, Chris Clemens with that awkward three free throw shooting. Look at him. He's way to the far right of the line. It's weird, but it works.
It works.
I wonder how he started that. I want to know the backstory behind it.
Well, we can try to get to that. The story right now is the game's been cut to 15. And the Cruise are going to have to hit some free throws to put this thing away. Bachman will shoot. 2 line left.
And we had Barry, Rick Barry's son, youngest son
here.
Cannon. He shot underhand free throws the last game we got to call with him, so that was interesting to watch. So some interesting free throw shooting going on in the G League.
Yeah. All angles accepted.
Hey, as long as it goes in, do what you got to do.
That's right. You can one-hand, underhand.
Hook shot, whatever.
Wouldn't that be funny?
That'd be great.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar probably had thoughts of that.
Right.
Sky hook. Burton in the paint, backs it out to Page. Ooh. Long corner jumper, But he'll look to add to his 8-point tally. Nowhere near to what he put up the last time these two teams tangoed. Jayshawn Page went for 39 points in that game. And he's been limited in this one.
And he also had 5 rebounds and 4 steals, too. So he had a complete game in Vegas.
Sure did. Maine was without some players in that game in Vegas. And as, again, a lot of teams go through. but I think they were limited down to 7 or 8 players active in that game. Page took advantage of his time. Doesn't take advantage of the free throw. "15-point game, 57 ticks left. As Tark will look to clear ahead. Nearly swiped and a foul made.
And they are still following, down 15 with less than a minute to go.
Yeah, Jarrell Christian battling, says, look, we're not going back to Portland without a fight.
It's like Lloyd Christmas, so you're telling me there's a chance. We're just going to keep following. There's a chance.
That's right.
One team, one place, somewhere came back 15 down with 51 seconds to go.
This is a Celtics team that had a franchise record 26 three-pointers made in their game last week against Westchester. Their 142-117 win. They also had 41 assists in that game. Upcoming games. We told you Tuesday night, Orchard Lake St. Mary's will hit the road to take on Brother Rice on a Tuesday night battle in Bloomfield Hills. Then on Friday night, we go to Novi as Detroit Catholic Central takes on Orchard Lake St. Mary's. And then on Saturday, how about the Long Island Nets in the house to take on the Crews, who will be back fresh off a flight from Atlanta the night before. And then that's followed up with a game on Monday as the Crews will take on the Nets for their second game in 3 days. And then you see our schedule beyond that. G League Team Ignite is coming up on the 15th, along with some other games. But we look forward to further coverage here on the Prep. And we thank NBA TV as well for their coverage. Want to thank our crew: Alex Westfall, executive producer; Art Smith, your assistant producer; Chase Kaufman on replay; Daniel Cole as well, hardworking crew. And we thank them. Brian Bolesky and Daniel Cole as well. Back at the PPC, Matt Schwartz, Kyle Buchanan, Zach Russell on camera here from WSU Fieldhouse. And Craig Patterson and Sam Fisher with us as well. He is Sam Stick Day. My name's Chad Bush. We appreciate you watching the Crews' 15-point lead over the Celtics with 43 seconds left. Fouling still happening. Sam Stick Day.
I mean, you got to admire the competitive spirit, right? I mean, they're not giving up at any point.
No, the game prolongs. The Crews' points continue to tally. They had a season high, or excuse me, regular season high in points here against the Skyhawks. As Jones hits the free throw. So you see the upcoming schedule again for the Crews. Magic on the road, Skyhawks on the road, then back home against the Nets. On the road against the Swarm, and then back home for Ignite on the 15th. So we appreciate everybody for watching here on the Prep.
Yeah, it's been a fun first year for the Crews here in the Motor City. I mean, you're seeing the crowd starting to get a little bit bigger and bigger and bigger each game. You know, first game was a sellout, lots of energy in here. And it's just provided a nice thing for families to come to. And just if you're a basketball fan, there's some good basketball being played here at WSU Fieldhouse.
No doubt. The G League is here to stay in Detroit. And this franchise, the Crews, running with it. They're on their way to 8-3 if they can hold on and maintain their spot in second place in the Eastern Conference.
And Chad, I got to do something here. I got to congratulate you, my friend, on your beautiful bouncing baby boy that you had last week. Congratulations to you and the wife and the whole family and Papa Bush and everybody. There he is, Anthony Michael.
Oh, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Proud dad.
For my wife, Nikki, we thank you very much. We're proud of Anthony Michael.
I just got to ask, why did I lose out on the naming rights?
Well, you have so many names. It was hard not to get Clarence Sam Stick Day in there. We tried to get you in there. But
that's all right. Maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time. Third time's a charm, right?
Well, I know everybody here that works at the Prep was choosing to put their name in the hat for you to name your son after them. And you chose none of us.
Well, we have to get an Anthony on the crew now.
There we go.
Yeah. No, thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Thank you, Alex.
I think in a good 15, 16 years, we'll have an Anthony on the crew.
I hope so. I hope so. We got some time to get there. The Crews have 125 points, and with 37.7 seconds left, everybody has scored now for the Crews as Tark gets the free throws. So, Burton will advance the ball into the front court as you get a look at DJ Baker, former assistant with the Detroit Pistons, and first-year head coach of the Crews. And watch out, Burton taken off down the runway with a left-hand hammer, and the fouls continue. And the never-say-die attitude of Jarrell Christian, Crustacean Nation, refusing to die.
Yeah, well, he just fouled out of the game because they fouled like 15 times here in the last minute. But look, Smith turned his head the other way, and it's funny because I was watching Smith on that inbound, and he was talking a little bit, smiling a little bit, then turned his head, and boom, his guy gets a huge dunk. And, you know, what can you do at this point? You're up by 15.
Well, what you can do is turn your head and not be on a poster.
That is true. But it was funny. He was smiling at him. The next thing you know, oh, where'd he go? Oh, there he is in the air, dunking.
Oh, a little sneaky. 126 to 110. Stick around after the ball game. Burton misses the shot. Bohannon misses the stick back, and this game will not end anytime soon.
I think we are going for the record for most fouls in the last minute of a game.
Yeah, nobody wants to leave.
No, it's a nice, cozy arena. It's cold outside. Why would you want to get outside?
All this leading up to the Pistons and the Cavaliers at the top of the hour. That's Jarrell Christian, the first-year head coach of the Maine Celtics, as Bohannon misses the free throw. He's out of Virginia, is Christian. He played at Emory and also Henry College.
Let's see if they foul on the inbound here. Oh, they're saying no foul. They're going to get a violation.
Players wanted to. Christian called the dogs off. And shot clock at 10, game clock at 13. Chris Smith or somebody's going to have to put this up. Lob up to Johnson, no. Tipped back to the Crew.
Chris Smith wasn't sure what to do on that. He's like, wait a minute, they're not guarding me. What should I do? We want the game to end, but I can throw an alley-oop here. Let's try it out. Stays with the Crews.
Jones to trigger into Smith. Shot is long, and that is how this Sunday matinee of G League basketball will end in Detroit. The Motor City Crews win for the 7th time in their last 8 tries at home, and they run their record, the second best in the Eastern Conference, to 8-3 overall and 17-8 overall, combining both seasons. 126-112, Motor City Crews over the Maine Celtics. We're back to Detroit right after this.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo.
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $22.99 a month.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
Oh, you think this is a game? Nah, this right here, this is the NBA G League. The world's most game-recognized game league. The most groundbreaking league. most get that weak stuff out league, the most graduated league. Welcome to the world's most G League.
We're here to donate our cars to Charity Motors, right, girls?
Yep.
And we're gonna get the full fair market value for our cars right now. You with me?
Yep. And they'll even take this junker. Yep.
And we get to choose which charity the proceeds go to, right?
Yep.
And our car goes to someone in need, right, girls?
Yep. I'd like mine to go to Mr. Buckles here. Charity Motors. Yep.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games. Get interactive stats. And customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
Welcome back to Wayne State Fieldhouse. My name is Stick alongside Chad Bush as we're wrapping up the cruise, taking it to the Celtics today, 118-97. A couple big-time numbers for the Cruise. Check Diallo, 25 points, 18 rebounds. Saban Lee did end up hitting 20 points. He also had 8 assists on the day, 54% from the field for the Motor City Cruise, 38 from the three-point line, and 57% from free throw. And then we're looking at the Maine Celtics. Deontay Burton with 20 points. Denzel Valentine came out hot today shooting three-pointers. He was 7 of 13 from three-point land, 10 of 20 overall for field goals with 27 points on the day. And then Chris Clemens with another 21 for the Maine Celtics. But at the end of the day, the Maine Celtics didn't quite get to their season average, which they're held about 35 points below that. And here's a good look at the graphic that we're looking at right now. Free throws, too. Cruz was able to get to the free throw line 10 times more than the Celtics. They were really forcing the action.
They were, Stick, and really dominated the glass. And one of the things that you talked about, the pregame, getting things done from the long line. They get 12 to fall. They defended the three-point line well. They knew that Maine had to come out and make threes to win the game. But you look at cash and checks. I like that. How about it? 25 and 18. You talked about what he did in Vegas, going for 20 points and 15 rebounds. He outdid that and did some more. And one consistency, and a guy that really isn't talked about as much is Check Diallo. I mean, this is a guy that has put himself in a position to really get to the NBA again. But in the meantime, he's helping this club out and doing big things and putting up huge numbers.
Yeah, and you can see it against his G League competition. When he is on the floor, he is much bigger. And I'm not talking just height-wise, like thick-wise, too. The guy is just big, and he controls the paint. Obviously dominating today with 18 rebounds. It seems like every time there was a rebound up for grab, he was the one getting it, too. And he did it on both sides, not only on the defensive end, but he did it on the offensive end as well. I mean, take a look at that. He had 4 offensive rebounds. And let's take a look at some of the highlights of the game here in the second half. You got Smith knocking down a wide-open three-pointer. Saban Lee was able to get in the lane pretty much at will today with that little stutter step, stop and go. He's so fast, so effective. But Denzel Valentine had an answer for him pretty much throughout the entire game. I mean, I said it earlier in the game, but where would Maine have been today without Denzel Valentine? He kind of did it all for them.
He hit 7 of their 11 three-pointers, Stick, and really big first half, 14 points. Second half, a little bit more quiet. He had 27 as we look at the highlights of this ball game and what happened and went down. You look at the nice dish from Saban Lee, who we'll talk to in just a moment. and he was able to set guys up. Maybe he didn't have his best scoring night, but you know what? Sometimes you can come through. He's their top assist man as well.
Yeah, with the 8 assists, and Saban Lee is a tough player. We saw him take that elbow to the chin a little bit early on in the game, and you don't know if that's something that may have knocked him out of the game for a little bit, but he didn't get his average 30 points, but he did contribute in a lot of other ways where you don't necessarily have to score, and that's what Saban Lee did today in a very good ball game for the Crews.
We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back with Saban Lee, our player of the game, right after this. Crews win it, 126-112, their 7th win, and 8 of their last tries at home. Thanks for watching here on The Prep.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games. Get interactive stats. And customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
Car trouble?
Yep. Hey, aren't you the founder and president of the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
We drove all the way to Africa to tell you about Charity Motors.
You drove to Africa?
When someone donates their car to Charity Motors, the proceeds will go to any charity they choose.
Like the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
If you have a car to donate and you're driven to make a difference, please call Charity Motors now.
Yep.
Welcome back on The Prep. Final score, the Crews win it 126-112 over the Celtics at Maine. And Saban Lee, our player of the game, 20 points and 8 assists. Saban, look, you've been up and down a lot this year, and finding continuity with your teammates takes some time no matter what level you're at. It looked like today now in your 3rd game with the Crews in this regular season, things started to get back to normal.
Obviously I was kind of gone for a little bit, but just coming back down, being able to find my rhythm with my teammates, get them involved, and I'm glad we got the win today.
Yeah. What's it like doing this without Derek Walton Jr.? He's been kind of the mainstay most of the year. You're more of a shooting guard. You can do both, but you're able to showcase both the combos of the guard spot here this afternoon.
Yeah, D-Walt, he's a big part of our team. You can't replace him. He's a triple-double threat almost every night. Just trying to get my teammates involved, make the right reads, and get people involved was my main focus in getting the win.
This is something for you guys. You had to come from behind today. You were down 13-0, a slow start forgiven by the big win. But what happened in the start, and how were you guys able to rally all the way back?
The first group wasn't ready to go right out the gate, that starts with me. I'm the head of the snake. I got to make sure the first group is ready to go. So just locking in offensively, defensively, and being more engaged, I would say.
What's it like having a father that played in the NFL, played football, you're in basketball? How often do you guys talk about playing professional sports?
All the time. I'm very grateful to have a dad who's played in the professional sports, played in the league. He kind of just has been able to talk to me about the process, the business of the game, and just little nuances like that.
What's it been like playing for the Crews? New organization, new franchise. How cool is it to be able to be so close to the Pistons, a team that you've been back and forth with?
It's really cool. This organization, I know it's 2 separate kind of teams, but a lot of the guys know each other. A lot of us are cool off the court. So just being able to see each other in the gym, and then also, me being able to go back and forth playing with both teams definitely helps.
You play the Cavaliers like right now. You have to go, don't you? You're going to check into the bench. What's it like? You really are going to go down the street, get in your car, and sit on the Pistons bench tonight.
Yeah, it's a busy schedule, but that's what they asked me to do, and that's what I signed up for, so I'm all good with it.
You're doing a great job. 31.5 points a game in the G League this year. Keep leading them, and good luck tonight against the Cavaliers.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, there he is. That's Saban Lee, 20 points, 8 assists tonight. Doing it all for the Crews as they win it 126-112 over the Celtics.
Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games, get interactive stats, and customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Subscribe today.
Car trouble?
Yep. Hey, aren't you the founder and president of the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
We drove all the way to Africa to tell you about Charity Motors.
You drove to Africa?
When someone donates their car to Charity Motors, the proceeds will go to any charity they choose.
Like the Shannon Elizabeth Foundation?
Yep.
If you have a car to donate and you're driven to make a difference, please call Charity Motors now.
Yep.
Final score in Midtown Detroit as the Crews move to 8-3 overall. Celtics 5-5. For a crowd here at Wayne State Fieldhouse, Chad Bush and Sam Stickday with you. It's been a lot of fun. The Crews able to put two guys in 20-plus points. Chuck Diallo another double-double. We heard from Saban Lee. The fun continues for this DJ Baker-led club, and the Crews are now about to hit the road as the Celtics are about to go back home to Portland, Maine.
Yeah, not only did the Motor City Crews have 2 players over 20 points, they had 3 flirting with it, too. Cassius Stanley with 19, Chandre Jones with 18, and then Davidas Servidis with 16. So they had a lot of balanced scoring today after getting off to that slow start. And you got to give – we can't talk about this enough. What DJ Baker did about 3 minutes into the game when his team was down 13-0, he said, you know what, all 5 of you, get over here on the bench.
Get out.
All you other 5, get in there and make a difference. And what did they do? They made a difference. Went on an 8-0 run, made it a ball game, and next thing you know, the Crews just slowly but surely pulled away overtime.
DJ Baker, also a Chicago Blackhawks fan. He knows about those line changes. He'll keep the changes coming as much as he needs to. The victories keep rolling in for the first-year bench boss. We've got a final in Midtown Detroit as we turn it over to the parent club, the Pistons. And the Cleveland Cavaliers are coming up next. But a final score here in G League action. The Crews 126, the Celtics 112. Want to thank everybody on this crew for all their hard work, including my partner, Sam Stickday. Your executive producer is Alex Westfall. My name is Chad Bush. Special thanks to Casey Buford and all the prep, hard-working crew behind the scenes. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for watching. So long.
Copyrighted telecast of the NBA G League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA G League.